What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo from the BTNHD, and yes, we are taking care of VM backups. Backup is extremely important for us IT system administrators. I think on the last video, we took care of installing VM, which was super simple, and today is taking care of the backup. Now, I'm actually coming from a VDP environment, which is VMware Data Protection. I'm doing some testing on this environment to migrate away from that into this. So let's get right into it. Okay, so today me and you are going to configure our first backup within VM. Open up your VM application, and within here, they give you a nice little list: add server, create a job, restore. So we are going to click on add server. You get this nice little wizard, and you can either pick vSphere or Hyper-V. Now for this video, I am going to do vSphere, so I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me here. You can either do vSphere or vCloud Director. I'm going to click on vSphere. You're going to provide an IP address or a DNS name. I provided my full qualified domain name. If you want, you can give it a description. I left it as the default. Click next here. You want to click on add. You want to provide your username and password, which allows you to connect to your vCenter. And once you establish that connection, make sure you configure your port. By default, it is set to 443. Click apply. Once you click apply, it's going to give you this nice little dialog box for the certificate security alert. Click continue. It's going to start saving the server to the configuration. Once it's done, you get a nice little summary, and then click on finish. And then on your left hand side, you're going to see your vCenter server. Awesome. If you click on it, you're going to see all your virtual machines, and that's a good thing because that basically says that VM has established a connection to your vCenter successfully. Awesome. Now, next thing we need to do is create a job. So we are going to click on create job. And from here on the upper left side, we are going to click on backup job. Click on virtual machine. Within the new backup job wizard, you're going to provide a name and a description. Once you do that, click on next. From here, click on add. It gives you a nice little menu to add your objects. So if you select your vCenter and you navigate to all the virtual machines that you want to select, just select them. For this example, I'm going to select my SCCM, click on add, and it adds it. So you constantly do that until you have all the virtual machines that you want. You are able to actually hold the control key and select multiple objects inside that little window to add all of them in one shot. Once you're done, click on next. And it's time to select our storage. I made a mistake here, and I thought VM was actually going to pick up the external hard drive that I inserted inside the server. It did not do that. So I actually had to close it, cancel that, and then go inside backup infrastructure, go inside backup repository, right click on it, add a backup repository. I picked direct attack storage, Microsoft Windows. I provided a name for my backup repository, and I clicked on next. Now, because I attached the external hard drive within my VM server, I just clicked on populate. It started to connect to the server and then scanned it, and then boom, E drive. Awesome. So I select my E drive, clicked on next. I left everything as the default. When I clicked on next, I got this nice little information dialog box. It looks like VM works great if the hard drive, the external hard drive, is formatted using an REFS volume with a 64 kilobyte cluster size. You are able to just click yes and just bypass it. And for the mount server, I left everything as the default, clicked on next here. Nice little review. I applied it. It's going to start applying all the settings. And once it's done, you should get all green check marks, which is a good thing. Then click on next here, summary, and then finish. And then it's going to give you a nice little dialog box stating change the configuration backup location to the newly created repository. I said yes. Go back inside home and then start the backup job wizard again. Once you get to this point right here, when I clicked on the drop down menu, boom. My external hard drive is there, so I selected it. This window is extremely powerful. So if you click on advanced, it gives you more options. Within my production, my 9-to-5 job, I actually configured the notification tab. I do recommend that you guys go over each one. Now, some of the settings that are recommended works great for my environment, but it really depends on your environment. So you got backup, you got maintenance, you got storage. Notifications is great. You got vSphere settings, you got integration, and then you got scripts. Again, I can't really tell you guys these are the best settings for your environment. You just have to go over each tab and configure it. Once you're done, click OK, and then you're able to click on Next. Now for guest processing, I left everything as the default and just clicked on Next here. For scheduling, I just clicked on Run this job automatically. You're able to click on days and just pick the days that you want this job to automatically start, you know, packing up your virtual machines. By default, you have an automatic retry of 3 times. So if a virtual machine fails, it's going to try it 2 more times before it would continue. That's a good thing. If you don't want that, you're able to disable it. Click Apply. Nice little summary. And then I checked off Run this job when I click on Finish. And then click on Finish, and the backup job will automatically start. Now, if you click on the backup job, you're going to see a nice little job progress summary at the very bottom. All green check marks. It looks like it's backing up with no problem. It looks like it's grabbing stuff. I did get a warning on one of my virtual machines. And if you actually go inside the external hard drive, which for me, I inserted an external hard drive. When you go inside that folder where all the backups are being saved is actually one huge container. So this particular file right here actually has all my virtual machines in that file. Now, once it's completed, you should get a nice little summary like this. Everything was successful. I got a couple of warnings, and the reason why I got a couple of warnings is that these machines have snapshots. So from my understanding, VM actually does a temporary snapshot before it starts to back up. Once the backup is successful, it deletes the snapshot. If you already have a snapshot already in place, it starts acting up like this. I went in, I cleaned up all the virtual machine snapshots, and it was successful, so which is great. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, also hit that notification bell to get the latest and greatest from this guy. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.